Hello, my name is Ashley. Today I'm gonna give young boy haircut over here. I have a very handsome young man here. It's for children haircut. I wanna teach you how you can cut your children's hair very easy. So this is young man. His name is Edwin, right?
Yes.
And he's handsome already, and I'm gonna make him even more handsome. So here we drape him. We put drape on him to protect him, and we wet his hair already. So we're just gonna give him nice, good haircut. Now I'm gonna put my mask. All right. Now when I start cutting his hair, he likes to part this way. Do you part this way, Edwin?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's what he does. So I'll start from the crown, and I have to do just a basic haircut for him, and I'm gonna give him a short haircut because his hair, he's a young man, he eats healthy, and his hair grows very, very fast. Almost every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, he's over here. So I'm gonna cut about 1 inch shorter and 1 inch long. So when you take the hair and you start to cut, you'll take a part from the front and from the back a piece, which is gonna be the guideline. Like let me show you here. Do you see the length here? Now I'll take a piece from the front and bring it up, and part of the back part goes up to with it, and I put my fingers and I cut it. So when I hold it this way, you will see that it's even, but later on we're gonna come this way too to see if anything extra here, we're gonna cut it to make it nice and even. So this is the way you will do it. All right, we take piece by piece like this, and we will cut it. Now I want to show you, this is the last part with the guideline you take. Now for the top, I have to go this way and make sure that the hair is even. If you see any uneven hair like this, hold it up and cut it, which more or less it will be even, but sometimes you miss it, so you can bring it up and cut it. Now the sides you do the same way too. Let me come this way. First the hair you bring it forward and you cut this way, and then you bring it forward to see if it's uneven here. You'll just go straight like this. So after you bring it, this is like a guideline will be. You take a piece of hair like this, and you go up. And then you take another part and you put next to it, to the front, which it will be your guideline. You see over here, the short hair. It's a guideline for you. You put them together. You'll cut it. And then again, you'll take it and you put next to it as a guideline, and you'll cut it. So now you bring the hair down like this. The sides burn. You'll cut as much as they want, but usually I cut them to their ear parts, that it's deep part. But in case if they want to go shorter, you'll do a little shorter. And around the ears, go this way, bring it forward, and cut it just like this. So now this part it's done. Now here the back part, again with the guideline, you'll see here the top shorter and he's longer. You go just like this. Now towards to the bottom, because we have to go shorter so it looks nice and round his head, we will hold the hair. You don't take too much. You'll take a piece by piece, part by part, and you go up like this. And around the ears here, you bring it forward. Any extra hair here you see, you'll cut them. You go from the top to make it easier for you, and you'll cut it. That's the way you will do. Now, there is another way that you can cut. This is the basic cut, the sides. I want to show you this sides, which it makes it from short to long. I want to show you again. First, you cut the length to the ear line, and then you hold the hair in your hands and If they want short, you just cut it. Now this part will be your guideline. You take a piece, this part, it goes up, push it back, just take a little part down and put them in your hands, and you cut it with your guideline. And you see always it shows the guideline. Then you bring some more down. And this way you will cut it. Now we'll bring this forward here. We'll cut this part just the way we did it in the front, the other side I mean. And then you go around the ears. And over here you bring forward and you go just around the ears. Of course, later on you go one more time to check to make sure everything is even. Now, the way I showed you the other side, you'll do the same thing over here. First you make your guideline, and lower it gets, shorter you do. You go more deeper inside. And then you part the piece like this with your guideline from the other cut. You'll take it and you'll cut it. And this is the way you continue to cut. Now, I'm going to finish here. But over here, I want to show you. Now, for the crown, I have to take from top and from the sides, holding the hair like this, and cut. And then it will blend from here to there. It should blend together. See, this is the short part, this is the short part, and this is the middle part, which it will be together. We have to hold together so it will be nice and blended together. There you go. And then one more time, you can just hold it and check it to make sure nothing is out of line. If you see anything extra, now it's this side, we'll do the same way. I'm going to turn the chair this way, like you see here. Now this part and this part I have to put together. And this part over here. Now for here, this part of the crown, you will hold the hair this from here. If you are lefty or right, it doesn't matter. You'll hold it and you come little by little to the crown part. And this is the way you will cut it. You just have to make sure, if the children's, they have sometimes cowlick, their hair it sticks out like this, which is not his, you try to be careful not to make it too short. Or if in case if you did short, you take a little thinning shear and you blend them together, which I'm going to show you. Now, while we finished it, we blend it together. The back part, bend your head. You make sure that you comb it and you cut it straight. But then sometimes kids or whoever it is, they have cowlick. So when the hair is dry, let them move left and right, and then you will see that sometimes the hair goes this way and this part stays that way. So after it's dry, if you think always the hair is gonna stay this way, then you have to make sure that you cut them over here shorter to blend together, but not now. We don't do that now. For now, it's wet. So what we have to do later on, we'll take the trimmer. You make sure the kid will bend his neck, bend down your neck, and very gently. Sometimes the clipper is sharp. You have to be very careful not to hurt the kids. And when you clean the hair, make sure keep it up and just go a little bit more higher. So when it dries the hair, it doesn't hang extra hair on his. Bend your head a little bit. You just hold the hair up and clean this part to the bottom. A little bit higher, not too much. Just a little bit, because when it's dry, it will hang down the hair. So this is the way you will do it. And then we have to do the sides. And after it's dry, again, one more time you check. Now, I want to show you over here. Good thing he doesn't have too much cowlick. He has one cowlick and the hair goes nice. But when it sticks the hair up, just take the thinning scissor, and just hold it up and just thin it. And sometimes if it's just standing up like this, just cut it like this. Don't take the scissor and chop it, because it will be chopped hair sticking out. So what you do is you just take it like this, the scissor, and thin it out a little bit. Like I said, if it's standing up like this tiny hairs, just take this kind of a scissor and do it like this. So what it does, uneven, it looks more natural that way. Doesn't look like you took the scissor and chopped it. Well, this is the way. And here in the front, the bang part that you see over here, you don't want the kids to have a like straight cut their hair. So always take the scissor and just a little bit thin it out. So what it does, it keeps it shows soft part. Doesn't look like they just got a haircut like a soldier, straight hair. Just take it and thin it out. Do you see like here, sometimes their hair it's uneven. You see over here it's a little longer. Just take this up and just snip it softly. There you go. And it looks like very soft, nice to the kids. They will have better haircut that way. And any part that you see, let's say sometimes you cut the hair, the children said, and you might be by mistake, you chop it that it looks heavy line. Take again the scissor, or you can hold it with the comb like this, just the tips. You can do from the top or from under the scissor, or if you can, just hold it in your hands and just go by pulling it up. And what it does, it feels all nice and soft and even his hair. So now he looks very, very good. I'm just going to even it up his sides burn, which is like I said, to the ear. Make sure you have hold their heads, because they are kids. Sometimes they get tickles and they pull it. They might move it and it will be uneven. But this is the way you do the haircut. Well, I want to thank you very, very much for watching. And look how handsome this young man looks. Don't you? Yes. Here it is. Let's show the back. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Go check my videos. There is all kind of variety things it is. It's not only one thing. So thank you again. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this channel. I want to thank to all my patrons on patreon.com for their support to make my channel possible. Thank you.